My name is John Lindemeyer. I am the product director for Life Fitness Strength Products. We have two great brands with Hammer Strength and Life Fitness, and they're very different, even though they share a lot of similarities between them. We both start with the exercise. It has to feel great. That's what both products do. How we do that, though, is very different. On Life Fitness, we're focused more on new users, novice users, and experienced. Hammer's gonna be more focused on performance users. To us, if it feels good, what that tells you is it's designed properly. It's biomechanically correct. And if it feels natural and it feels good, that means biomechanically, you've done your job and you've created a really good product. When we say we want to feel good, that sounds really simplistic, but that's really the compilation of a lot of different things all coming into one experience that user is gonna have.
So when we start a new project, it will start with our product managers, and they've done research in the market, and they'll come to us as a design team and say, we have this idea, we want to be able to work together. So we will do some initial concepts just to get something out there for people to evaluate.
What is the project scope? Is this a massive redesign? Is it just a slight tweaking of something, a slight upgrade? And with that, we're gonna go to a lot of products that we've earmarked as like, this is what's considered premium, this is what's considered high end, and start to kind of gather the information on what materials are being used, what finishes, what colors. Then we'll start to generate concepts. We'll constantly talking with product management, we're talking with engineering. These are the concepts we're looking at. What would we need to do to achieve that?
I work with the early stages of developing a product into what it becomes into manufacturing. The design process is pretty cyclical. We usually start in a scenario where I'm working very closely with our product manager, JP, and the engineering team, where we're designing, we're iterating, and then as the process comes along, we get to a prototype that we approve and we want to move forward with. Then we start bringing in the rest of our team. We start working with our testing team. Everything is tested thoroughly. Then we start working with the manufacturing team.
My background is in mechanical engineering, and right now I lead a team of mechanical engineers, and we design fitness equipment. It's a blast. I couldn't imagine doing anything else. We're always very considerate of the way that the machine appears. You know, we take quality and reliability to the highest level, but we also make it beautiful at the same time, which is very challenging. At times as an engineer, you know, slapping just the easy rectangular bracket in there is you know, the simple solution, but we take the time to make sure that it is a truly artistic, beautiful crafted machine and experience for the end user. Hammer Strength has a little bit of a different approach. When we're talking hammer products, it's about making them very effective, almost without taking that aesthetic appearance to the highest degree, which in its own way develops an aesthetic. You know, it's square tubing, it's simple bends, it's 90-degree cuts, it's thick pieces of sheet metal. But what it's driving towards is a really, really robust user experience. It's not always about appearance, it's about the pure athletic movement. So making sure that the machine is as stiff as possible so you feel as connected as possible to the resistance, so that make sure that the movement is converging when it needs to be, so that it feels like the corresponding athletic movement that you're trying to train.
Todd Graham, Senior Manager of Engineering. I lead the reliability team. From the beginning of a new product, the reliability team is involved. As design teams are ideating through possibilities for a design, we're there, we're talking through issues as well. So from that point in the process, we can talk about building prototypes. If we build prototypes, what are they gonna look like? How do we wanna test them? And that'll do two things for us. It'll tell us if it's a good design or not, and it'll let us validate where issues might occur in the future. So the testing that we do, it's a mix of everything: electronics, mechanical, some chemical testing, environmental testing on electronics, environmental testing on adhesives, vinyls. There are a lot of components that we'll test to tens of millions of cycles. Biomechanics does a lot of early work and throughout the process collecting data, understanding how customers interact with machines. Symbio is a good example. Early testing, especially on cross trainers, there's some new geometry, there's some new things that we've never done. We're using some new materials as well. We worked with the engineering team. We looked at materials, we looked at design, all of that combined together. We had some early design revisions. We were able to identify that, instrument it, do the testing. Did the component fail where we expected it to? Does it have the behavior from analysis and from other testing that we expect to see? Is it doing what we want it to? And if it is, that might actually be good news.
We are vertically integrated. We have raw steel come into our fabrication area. We'll go to the tube laser where it gets cut. It can then go over to, if it stays a straight material or it goes to the bend area, it'll get bent, gets put on a kit cart, and it makes its way over to our weld department. Over in weld, it'll get married up with a purchase parts cart, and all that material will go into a weld cell. They'll final weld it, and they'll get all the weldments together. They put them on carts, and that goes to our grind department. Once our grind department cleans it up, checks for any dings or small dents, and then they remove that or any spatter. They get that all ready for our paint, which will go through our powder coat paint department. We do a final inspection there as well, just to make sure the finish is proper, and then it goes to our final assembly.
In Owatonna, we produce all of the Life Fitness commercial cardio and also the hammer strength plate-loaded isolateral and free weight machines. It's our philosophy at Life Fitness, the vertical integration piece, because we can better control our quality, we can better control our on-time shipments, we can better control the flexibility to the customer, better control the serviceability to the customer after the sale, and those are all the things that our customers care about.
The pride that I take in this department alone, just knowing that what we do at the end of the day is going to be lasting a long time in somebody else's home. What I send out the door, knowing that I did everything I could to make sure that that was a great quality upholstery or part, and knowing that the customer is going to get that and feel the same way about it, that makes me feel good.
There are always testing going on. Every day we take a random product from our finished goods inventory, we break it down, we build it up, and we act as if we're a consumer or a customer receiving it into our gym. We notice how we bring it in the door, how we unpack it, what we do with the packaging material once we're done with it, and then we assemble that product, and then we inspect it ourselves, and we do this every day. And it's really been the key to some of our improvements that we've had over the last couple of years.
I love what I do, and I couldn't imagine doing anything else. I wake up excited to look at fitness machines every day, and it's a blast. It's a great team, it's a great product.
Everything that we're doing is inspiring the world to work out.
Helping people to grow and build their own bodies up so that they can live their best lives.